Hello everyone, I'm here to give you a quick overview of the voting method analysis dashboard that we have built for the League of Women Voters of Florida. So this voting method analysis dashboard is for the 2020 general election, and let's head over to the dashboard by clicking on this button here. So as you can see, we are zoomed in on the Miami area, and we have a lot of filters here to play around with and understand what is going on with respect to the particular zip code, what is the average voter percentage there, how many registered voters are there in that area, and how many of those registered voters actually voted in the 2020 general elections. As you can see, by default you see that the map is zoomed in into this area, and we have some filters which are active. We are looking mainly at Hispanic voters, and then we are looking at across all voter profiles, we are looking at those who had either voted early or voted at polls. And we need to ensure that we select did not vote as well in order to get the correct voter percentage here. And then we also have a filter which is active for the number of registered voters. So let's go around and play with the filters a little bit. Let me zoom out and show you the map for the entire state of Florida. As you can see, we have selected at least 10,000 voters, and that's why most of the state is blank. So now let's pull this out so that it populates for the entire state. Alright, so the first filter on the left is the gender filter, so that we can choose one particular gender and analyze their voter percentage. The second filter is the zip code filter, which is very similar to the one that I had shown previously in the first dashboard. But just a quick recap of that. Say you want to analyze how the voting method analysis differs for certain zip codes. I can just go ahead and remove this all checkbox and select just 2 or 3 zip codes that I want to analyze for. So let's say here I've selected 32003 and 32008. As you hover over that particular zip code, you can see the statistics of average voter percentage, the registered voters, and the number of votes. Now at some point, if you feel like you want to search for a zip code which is not available here in the scroll bar, you just select this particular magnifying glass, and then you manually type the zip code that you're looking for, and then you can select it here. So once you select it, you can see that it has popped up here on the map. Now it's at any point, if you want to go back to the default, you can either click on this button to click to show all values, or you can select all zip codes. Or at any point, if you feel that the dashboard is broken or you selected an incorrect option, just refresh the page. Now let's look at some of the other filters. So on the right hand side, you can see that the 2020 sum of votes has a color scheme. So in areas where you see high number of votes, it's going to appear much more darker in color. Of course, population density and number of voters who exist in that demographic also has an effect on that. This filter is for the 2020 registered voters. So if I was to analyze different zip codes with at least 5,000 voters, so this, or let's say 10,000 voters, so this would take away all the other zip codes, and we will be able to see only those areas which have at least 10,000 voters. And here we are looking at those who voted at polls or voted early. We can also include those who voted by mail by selecting this option. If you want to look at all voting methods, you could select this. And here we also have the voter profile. Let's say we want to analyze those who are actually decreasing or intermittent. We can only have those options active here. Or if you wish to have all voter profiles, you could select that. Please ensure that never voted is active as well, so that we can see the exact percentage. Now moving on to race. So here, as you can see, we are analyzing Hispanic voters. If you would like to select all races, click on this all option. If you would like to select only one or two races, let's say black and Hispanic, you can just uncheck that and then select black and Hispanic, and the dashboard will populate. Similarly, we also have a percentage for average voter percentage. So if let me just zoom out a little bit, and if I were to drag this scale and apply a filter saying I want to look at areas which have less than 65% of voter percentage, you can see that those zip codes pop up out here. At any point, if you feel you've broken the dashboard or something's not right, just refresh the page and it will allow you to come back to the default page and select the filters all over again. Thank you.